Well, hey, y'all. I hope you're having a fantastic day. I wanted to jump on here really quickly and make a video. Someone had posted the question in this group about looking up rights, patients' rights. And so I told her that I would try to do a video this week in the group because I know this is a big question for a lot of us in here, especially if you are looking to have a natural birth in a hospital setting. So let's talk about patient rights. And so there's a huge gap, and I want to make sure that you are keeping your voice, that you're feeling comfortable, that you're feeling safe, and all of that that will help abolish your fear. And I think that many women think that they don't have a leg to stand on in this because they don't really know where it comes from. And honestly, and I'm just being real, but physicians don't really follow this. And then patients feel, women who are giving birth feel like they don't have any concrete evidence or anything to stand on. And so they fall into, just a web of manipulation. I'm just going to be honest, in a lot of things. So it's very unfortunate. But how do you even know what your rights are? And where do they come from? So that's what I'm going to be digging into just a little bit real quick here, because I want to be sure that you're aware of them. And look, your providers do have these. They do know that they're out there. And I will try to make this as short as possible, because it can be a long, boring presentation, but I want to have the facts to you, okay? So there's this amazing document called the Code of Federal Regulations, or CFR. CFR has over 50 titles, and all of those 50 titles are broken into chapters, which are then broken into sections, which then has bulleted out lists. And so there's hundreds of thousands of things in there about how things run in our country. And as a business owner and entrepreneur, I unfortunately spend a lot of time in there. However, it's not a horribly bad thing because you learn things like Section 13 of Chapter 482 of Title 42 in the Code of Federal Regulations contains information on patients' rights. Now, this is also where the AAPS, the Association of American Physicians and Surgeons, gets their Bill of Rights from. So you can just Google AAPS Patient Bill of Rights and that will come up too. And so your facilities and your providers actually have this information, okay? And so they have these standards that they have to follow. And side note, by the way, you can actually go into the CFR, and you can find out that's where the employment rights and discrimination against pregnant women is contained in there also. So if you need information on that, just side note. But anyway, okay, so what is contained in 42 CFR 482-13 regarding patient rights? Well, it says things like the patient has the right to participate in the development and implementation of his or her plan of care. It says that the patient has the right to make informed decisions regarding his or her care. And they have the right to request or refuse treatment. It also says patients have the right to be free from restraint or seclusion of any form imposed as a means of coercion, discipline, convenience, or retaliation by staff. It also goes on to explain the definition of what restraints are. And those are such things as any manual method, physical or mechanical device, material or equipment that immobilizes you, okay? So again, this is all contained in the Code of Federal Regulations, and this is just a brief overview that I'm giving you. So feel free to dig in and look this up for yourself, all right? But now I'm gonna move on to the Association of American Physicians and Surgeons, Patient Bill of Rights. Whew, that's a mouthful. Okay. Um, Again, this is just a summary. So you have the right to seek consultation with a physician of your choice. You have the right to contract with the physician based on mutually agreeable terms. You have the right to refuse medical treatment, even if it is recommended by physicians. You have the right to be informed about your medical condition, the risks and benefits of treatments, and appropriate alternatives. And then you get to make the decision on that. Okay. So, what does all of this mean? Let's translate this to birthing moms. It means that you have the right to labor in the position of your choice. So, if you want to stand up and be out of bed, you have that right, and you have a leg to stand on. It means you have the right to say, actually, no, I requested a mobile monitor. I'm not going to get in the bed for you to strap me to a monitor. So we need to figure something else out. All right. That's if you want to. If you want to get in the bed and be strapped to a monitor, that's fine. So that's what the beautiful thing about all of this is this is all about your choice. Okay. So there's a whole lot more, but I just wanted to give you a brief overview and help give some insight. Now, let me say this too. This is not telling you that you have the right to be hateful and belligerent to your care providers, okay? You are choosing to birth in their facility where they have established procedures. Their procedures do not necessarily mean policy for you, okay? But you are choosing to birth there for whatever reasons are there, but they still need to respect your rights and have open communication between all parties. Okay. So, again, this is just an overview of things. You can dig in and search more there. And if you want, I can do a deeper talk on all of this and what that actually looks like. But I just wanted to make sure that you do have a leg to stand on, that these are legit. They actually do come from somewhere in our codes, and there are concrete evidences here. But there are lots of other things to consider in this. Who's your advocate? Who's going to speak up for you? Are you going to feel comfortable sticking up for yourself in the middle of labor and all this stuff? So, there needs to be a whole lot of other decisions around all this, but you do need to know your rights and how to look all this stuff up and find it. And so if you have more questions, let me know, but I just wanted to do a quick overview of where all this stuff even actually comes from for you to just have a basis on. All right. So I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I will talk to you later. Bye.